Hi there, I care and you matter. I'm Shannon, and today we will be talking about my new calendar planning setup. I have heard it said that you should only ever have one calendar. That way, you're writing everything down in one place and you will never lose it, and you're less likely to forget or let something slide through the cracks. And so I tried that wholeheartedly since January. It has now been well over 6 months that I've been trying that method, and you know what? It just don't work. It don't work for me. Might work great for others. It does not work for me. So what I tried was I took my favorite, this is not the exact one. I actually bought this one to give myself a fresh start. But I always use Blue Sky. They are just my preferred planner, agenda, calendar, whatever you want to call it. And I like the coil bound because they're small, they're easy, they're compact. I can shove it in my purse. It's lightweight, yada, yada, yada. But what I started trying to do was to use the monthly spread. In addition to, I've always used the weekly spread. I use the weekly spread for my daily tasks list, but I never really used the monthly spread. And so I tried that for, like I said, since January of this year, and it did not work for me. In fact, I probably should have stopped way long ago. I probably should have only tried it for a week or a month and then stopped. But no, I thought, no, I'm really going to give this a real good try, and it did not work. And let me tell you why. It did not work for me because of the way I use my planner. And just heads up, right now is a great time to get a planner because the academic planners are out. And I find, ironically, it's bizarre. There's often more variety to choose from, and you can get a better deal during back to school time on a planner or a calendar than you can even at the beginning of the year. Probably because everybody's buying at the beginning of the year, so they don't feel like they have to offer deals. I don't know. But I bought this one at my local Target for about $10, and I like it because there's not a whole lot of colors on it. I value space over color and design, so, but that's just personal preference. So let's jump into why exactly that system didn't work for me. Let me show you why. This is how I use my planner. There you go. It looks like this on my desk all the time. And there's always a binder clip here, and here's why. If I need to run out for whatever reason, I can just grab this. It can be, the binder clip can be here or here. I prefer it up here because then I can just flip this up and I can write. It's still visible. But the binder clip keeps everything together, and I can easily shove it in my purse or in my bag or even just grab it. And you can even throw a pen in there if you want. It works great. But I don't necessarily use this as a calendar. Like I said, it's my task list. Every night I sit down, particularly on Sunday nights, I try and do an overview of the whole week. And every day I write down the specific actionable steps that I need to do, either 1, to take care of my family, 2, to manage my household, 3, for my work. I am a part-time curriculum writer, or 4, last but certainly not least, action steps to move my own personal goals forward. So everything on the list for each day is something specific that I can do. This is not for my goals. Goals are more overarching, and those are on my wall. Those might be in an exam book, another video for another day, in my document organizer. This is just for stuff. Specific stuff I have to do. And truth be told, at the end of the day, if there's not very many things on my list, I think, my goodness, I was not productive at all. I make it a practice to actually sit down and think, okay, wait, I know I was busy. What did I actually do? And sometimes I will write down things that I did and check them off simply because I did them. They took energy, they took time. And if it moved the needle forward in any area of my life that needs to see progress, then it's worth putting down on the list, because at the end of the week, I love to look at my list and see, wow, what did I accomplish? Using my planner, agenda, calendar, whatever you want to call it, in that way is helpful for me in terms of being more intentional. I want to, what are we? We're the captain of our own ship. And that ship ain't going to go anywhere unless we make plans and take action. So this is how I do it. It's really more a task list than a calendar for me. And just to give you a little heads up on how I do this, each task gets written on its own line. There's always a circle next to it. After that task is completed, I cross it out. If every task gets completed, I get to put a line through the whole day there. However, I don't always get everything done. And when that happens at the end of the day, if a circle isn't checked off, I just put a little arrow, and that, no harm, no foul. Other things pop up. That just means that task moves to the next day or somewhere else in the week. And the line doesn't get pushed through the whole day until everything is completed. And as you can see, this was last week. This was a great week. And I got almost everything done. As you'll see, Saturday and Sunday, I try and keep those clear because you know what? Everybody needs to rest. If you want to be productive, rest is action. And I try to take my rest on the weekends. And this is one of the reasons I love Blue Sky. I love the size of their planners. I believe this is an 8x5. And they call them planners, so I'm just going to go with that. But you'll notice it's Saturday, Sunday here at the end. And I like that. I don't need a lot of space for Saturday or Sunday. And I feel, for me personally, my week starts on Monday because that's the beginning of my work week. So I love that. So I went back to my system just because that works really, really well for me. But I still need a monthly. I still need a place to keep, because I keep this binder clip here constantly and I'm flipping it. It doesn't really give me access to the monthly spreads. And with my arthritic hands, it's not great to constantly be undoing this binder clip. So what did I do? Well, I bought me a new monthly calendar, and I love, 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 love. I can't emphasize this enough. I love this calendar. I've only been using it for a couple weeks, but let me tell you a few reasons why I love it. It was like $7 and it's really thick paper. I mean, it's thicker than a lot of index cards out there. So I could write on this with Sharpie and it would not go through. I love the fact that it is colored. This sits up on my desk, and at a glance, I like that, okay, Monday's red, Tuesday's orange, so on and so forth. So I'm not a big fan of graphics. That's just me. I like it clean, but I do love color. Color makes me happy. This is my calendar for meetings, appointments, things of that nature. This is not for actions that I'm going to do. So this is going to be far less busy than my planner is. You can see that right off the bat. Again, this is the task list. My planner helps me plan what I'm doing in the day. But my calendar is at a glance, and I'm going to leave a picture. I can't really show it right here, but I use a laptop stand, and my wall calendar doesn't go on the wall at all. I prefer it just sitting so I can just, when I'm at my computer, if I'm in a meeting, I can just literally turn my head and glance at my calendar and see if I have something else scheduled. But it also makes it easy for me to grab and add things. Why do I like the laptop stand rather than a traditional cookbook stand or book stand? One, significantly cheaper. Two, that thing ain't going anywhere. It is sturdy. It's not necessarily heavy, but I can adjust the tilt and the height to whatever I need. And three, I just like how it looks. It's clean. It's easy to keep wipe clean if something gets on it. I just love it so much. So I'm going to leave a link to I'm going to leave a link to my Blue Sky calendar if I can find it on Amazon, a link to this wall calendar, as well as a link to the laptop stand that I use and I love. But before I let you go and end this video, I want to share one more hack that I came up with. This, you see here, this is just what do you call this? I know it's Post-it. It's a Post-it tape flag for marking pages. And I was in meetings and I was having a hard time placing, okay, wait, what is today? So now I just use a little Post-it tape flag. And I like these because it's transparent plastic, and I'm going to use it. I use it over and over and over, and each day I move it to whatever day it is. And so at a glance, I immediately know, oh, that's today. Today's the 15th. That's when I'm obviously recording this video. And again, it's a way to work faster and easier, and makes me feel less on the spot or grasping for information when I need it. So I thought, oh, that's a cute little hack. You could even use that in your planner if you wanted to. I could put a little post-it here, a little tape flag. I don't find that to be necessary, but I love doing that on my wall calendar. So that is it. That is my new system. I have embraced my own quirks. I have embraced my own habits, and I have gone back to my planning roots, shall we say. So I cannot be a person of one calendar. I am a person of two calendars. I have my wall calendar, which actually sits on my desk, as well as my planner, which functions as my task list. If you've liked this video, I ask that you pay the fee. What's the fee? Share me. Please share me with someone else you think might also appreciate this kind of content. And until the next video, I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.